Hey guys, what's up? perrydew07 here, and welcome to my newest episode of This Week in perrydew07 Sports Realm. We got some NASCAR and F1 highlight for you, and I'm gonna come up with some that I have never talked about in any of my This Week in Sports Realm videos, but I'm gonna bring this up later on. Of course, you're about to find out. Of course, I think you're about to find out why. So, anyways, on to the NASCAR Cup Series thing. They had a race at a street court at a street circuit in Chicago. So, and for the second time this season, and for the second time I'm few races, Shane Van Gisbergen takes home the win with let's see, Ty Dillon second, Tyler Reddick third, Denny Hamlin fourth, and Kyle Busch running out the top five. So obviously there's a lot of crazy happening. There was a massive pileup that happened earlier in that race. Hocevar that caught up tight. Austin Dillon got caught up in it and was rightfully, let's just say, he's kind of teed off over it. So, and of course and then like two to go, just before the white flag came out, Cody Ware slammed head on into the turn six tire barrier, which of course NASCAR held the yellow for 30 seconds until the leader passed after, even though they eventually did throw out the yellow, but that was after the leader took the white flag. So anyways, so that's just my quick thoughts on that Chicago race. Now moving on to F1 for they have a British Grand Prix race at Silverstone, and of course and for the third time this year. Yeah, I think that is the third time. No. Let's see. He won Australia. He won Monaco, and then the previous race he won Austria. So that's how his fourth win. So for the fourth time in his career, actually no, not career, this season, and actually matched the total of wins that he got last year. Lando Norris takes on the win. Oscar Piastri second. And how about Nico Hulkenberg in a kick salver out of all cars? Finally scores his first ever F1 podium. Congrats to Nico. Well done, buddy. Well done. Yeah. Wow. That was incredible. 15 years, 239 races. Of course, he finally scored an F1 podium. Wow. Well, well done. Well done, Nico. Congratulations. Lewis Hamilton fourth, and Max Verstappen running out the top five. Now I'm about to bring in something that I've never. Of course, now I'm about to. Now I'm about to talk about something that I've never talked about on this channel. Not the pun that ever since I started the series. How many of you are actually fans of monster trucks? Well, there's a big major series called Monster Jam. They just had the World Finals this past Friday and Saturday. So for the two wheel skills, Tristan England driving JCB Gigatron takes home the two wheel skills title. World Final. Therefore, meaning he's now a two-time World Finals champion. Of course, now the reason now, why did I say two-time? Because 2023 he won the World Finals Racing Championship, but back then he was driving Earthshaker. So, Tristan England, congratulations. He's now a two-time World Finals champion. Now on to the Saturday show. Tyler Duke, in his final World Finals as a full-time competitor, takes home the World Finals Racing title, driving Megalodon Stars and Stripes. So therefore, he's now a three-time World Finals champion. And now on to high jump. Ryan Anderson driving Son of a Digger, you know, the same team as, Gravedigger. Ryan Anderson is now a five-time World Finals champion. And then finally, of course, everybody's favorite competition when it comes to monster trucks, that will be freestyle. Freestyle. Now the Friday portion, Zach Garner Wildside put up a higher score of 8.713. people thought, and actually held on the league for a good bit until Blake Granger drove Monster Mud Dalmatian, put up an excellent run with the score of 8.848. If I get it, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 8.848. Takes home the win. Taking home the win. And well, now here's the thing there, Blake Granger. Now here's the thing. I'm a Max D fan. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a Max D fan. Maximum Destruction fan, that is. Blake Granger was the last driver that ever drove Max D in the World Finals. So therefore, congratulations, Blake Granger. He's now a World Finals freestyle champion. Well, technically, he's now a two-time World Finals champion. Of course, World Finals 20, which happened in 2019, he drove something else. Actually, it is Max D, which it is something Max D on it, but I think it's like either ATV or four-wheel competition, I guess. I mean, I don't know. No, I'll have to check that out. But either way, he's a two-time World Finals champion. So congratulations. So and with that, of course, that pretty much ends the episode for this week. Thank you all for watching. Adios, peace, and God bless. Adios.